everyone here, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Fola. If you're new, you're welcome. Thank you so much for the love on my previous video on the Christian dating series with the ladies. So today we are back again with another edition with the guys. Yeah, so if you enjoyed the last episode, you surely enjoyed this, so stick around and definitely anticipate what we're about to talk about today. Yeah, that sounded like right, but then if you're interested, stick around and definitely do keep on watching. I'll be back. You're welcome back, guys. Okay, so I don't know if you're curious about my guest her. So I told you the other time that this edition is with the guys. So one of my guests actually has been on the channel, and in fact both of them are actually subscribers of the channel. So, and I know that they have like hot gist to talk about today. So I'm really excited, and I'm looking forward to learning from them. Alright, so if you want to learn more, please stick around and welcome to my guest. Alright, so you're welcome back, guys. You're welcome to my YouTube channel. So
thank you.
Can you introduce yourself to the viewers?
My name is Fola Ademilola.
Okay, and my name is Ademilola.
Alright, welcome, guys. So like I did for the ladies, I didn't tell them what they were going to be speaking about. So they literally just heard today that they were speaking about Christian dating series. It's something about love and relationship. So I have like I have like 9 questions, and I'm so excited because even me, I'm not going to be speaking a lot today like I did with the ladies. I was just looking at them. Anything they tell me, like, okay, I agree. I do not agree. Okay, so the first question, I don't know who's going first, but the first question is, do you think God still speaks about relationship, choices of relationship? Like when I mean relationship, I mean dating relationship. Do you think that God still speaks to his children about relationship, choice of who they should be with? You know? So he's going first.
Hey.
Alright, yeah, good day everyone, good day viewers. Now, about the fact that God still speaks to people, to his children, about the choice of their partner, their future partners. Well, I feel God speaks. God has never stopped speaking. You know, God speaks continually. Now, are they listening?
Okay.
That's the question. Like, when God is speaking, are they listening? So, you know, and that's actually what comes up when we talk about your relationship, your fellowship with God. You know, as a Christian, when you have this stable, continual fellowship and relationship with God, it's going to affect the way you hear from God. You hear clearly. Alright, so.
Boss. Thank you.
Yeah, like you said, basically, God speaks to his children. Not only on matters, on every aspect of their life, because he's very concerned about everything we do and everything we want to know. So he's always available when you knock the door to tell you about relationship, who your spouse is, who you want to date, anything you need to know. God still speak.
Yeah, alright, thank you so much. I love the fact that they both mentioned the fact that God speaks to his children. It's not even about only in relationship, it's about every aspect of life. That's very profound. Thank you, guys. Alright, so the next question is what can you guys describe as an ideal Christian dating relationship?
From my own perspective, I would say Christian relationship, dating relationship, actually is one that has the fear of God inside. It's one that is two-sided, that you are so conscious of God aspects in everything you do, being that God is everywhere and is always involved in whatever you want to do. So being conscious about, okay, God is in this relationship and is the driver of both of us to a destination we are both aspiring to Him. Maybe anyway you might want to call it. So I can say that is when God you actually give the acknowledgement of God's presence in every bit of your relationship.
Yeah.
Alright, okay, so well, I feel you know, when you talk about dating in the first place for Christians, for believers, boyfriend girlfriend is not dating, and of course I'm not dating, but then I know, yeah, Apostle Paul did not marry, but then he gave so much instructions. So you know, You know, when you talk about dating as a believer, you are talking about marriage. Like, you have marriage in view. So, you know, any relationship that you want to classify as dating and marriage is not in view, it's wrong. It's wrong. You shouldn't call it dating. And of course, it should have the fear of God. Just
Yes, as a believer.
exactly.
Not like because just
Yeah, no, of course, there are
because
lots
the
of
standard, sorry to cut you, standard of dating. That's what I was saying, like Christian. That's why this what's the called series is start Christian day, so that everybody will come and say. I said I was talking to Christians, so you can continue.
You know, I've been opportune to talk to some friends of mine, and you know, the reason why some of them are actually are dating is because, you know, they just need somebody to cuddle, somebody to apart from talk to, like regular hugs. You understand all those stuffs now, but those things lead from one thing to the other.
Yeah.
So you know, and it keeps going like so. You know, the fear of God is what guides you actually from what sets that boundary. Yeah, between what you should do and what you should not do.
Thank you so much, guys. I'm loving it already. And so to the third question. This third question, even when I was asking the ladies, myself, I was like, okay, so I'm excited because I'm really excited. So you guys should please
Okay, I'm nervous.
you guys should calm down. Because alright, so the next question is, do you think feminism can work in marriage? You know, these days, what I said during the last series, I was like, so an average Nigerian girl these days now, an average Nigerian girl has a feminist mentality. And when I'm talking about feminism, I'm not talking about doing like having equity, having equal access to things. Is this feminism, you know, the kind of shade of feminism we practice in Nigeria, that people that are cooking for their husband in their house will tell them, don't cook for a man, don't that kind of. So do you think that feminism in the real sense of it can work in marriage?
Well, I'm not married, as I said earlier, but then I know, as a guy, as a boy, as a man. Alright, so you know what a man wants from a woman is not sex, to be candid. It's not sex. Like, there's this value guys place on respect, and I also place the same value on respect actually. You know, a
Pastor Mildred, I've heard it from her, but I'm listening.
Okay, don't worry, cut that part. Okay, so you know, there's this value that is on respect that guys love actually. You know, if you see a submissive wife, you see a responsible husband. Like, in most cases, not in all cases, but then it's when you bring the version of feminism into it, feminists in most cases are not submissive because they feel, oh, why should I do this?
Like, they question every
exactly. You know, God also spoke about it in the Bible about wives being submissive to their husband. You know, it's just rational. You can think about it. By the time you want to start talking about feminism now, your husband says, okay, let's do this, and you're like, you cannot do this.
Why should we
do this? Like, everything, just question. But then you've forgotten the part of being submissive. Like, of course, all of us are humans, and there's a place of gender equality and everything. But to some extent, you know, if you want peace, the submissiveness part is jamming.
Well, like he said, about respect, like the English people will say, respect is reciprocal. Anything you want to do that involves respect to the man. Let me take guys aspect now. I'm not married to you. So one basic thing I've actually observed, having interacted with at least quite a number of persons, is that when you respect someone, it's kind to give you their best. When you honor someone, it's kind to give you their best. So in aspect of marriage or relationship aspect, if your data, your girl, your spouse is actually sees herself in you, then the aspect of communism will come in. And when communism comes in place, you guys tend to do things together. One thing I've found radically among all guys is that guys don't like someone that will be questioning them. No, there's the authority part in guys, but most of the time we are so keen about trying to balance things and check other person's opinion. If I have a girl and I see much more than myself in her, and the way she's delivering value for me, God, I'm okay. So likewise to aspect of the girls too. When I'm actually giving her the full support she needs and the honor, respect, and anachronism of everything I actually want is in balance, then it will work well. But aspect of arrogance is it play part in both actually, not only to the ladies. But when what they're actually expecting is so deterred to what they are getting, they kind of react somehow to it. So it's actually aspect of feminism in those that concept is that I can actually summarize it to be is when honor comes in place, then respect plays its value. So honor first, then respect comes after.
Oshe, Bidichi Rema, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Alright guys, so next question. What's your okay, so let me do what's it called? Proper background. Let me water the ground. Okay, so this question is kind of like personal question. So in fact next set of questions now, couple of questions, they're personal questions. So I'm asking like you people be objective.
Okay.
Thanks. Alright, so what's your opinion about talking to your partner about your personal life, your past life or relationship? Like past experiences, maybe either relationship or situationship. Do you guys know what is situationship? What situationship is?
Yeah, I think
You
I
do?
can relate.
Can you give me a definition of this?
A situationship is like you are not
Don't worry, cut it.
you are not in a defined relationship, or emotions are all over the place, like something like emotional entanglement or something like that. So do you think that you should tell your partner, someone we are with now, about your past relationship or past life or past situationship?
Alright, from my own perspective, yes. We can't always keep things for ourselves and we want to get better. There's no way. So on my own experience, I will share. I've been in a situationship. Yeah, I've been there. And being transparent and being sincere actually pays a lot. In which that you're able to share your past mistakes, things that you think you have done better, and things that you think that you don't want people to make such a mistake again. Like don't want a replication of such mistake in this present situation. So you just have to call your spouse or anything and you use a dialogue. You have to be sincere. Alright, I've seen the scenario of what happened like this that maybe I think it's common nowadays whereby on the wedding day someone who actually have dated the wife to be actually came from a long distance to the wedding.
Come and disrupt
Yes, because the girl broke the heart when it was a finalist. Like just like that. And you know, when you have committed so much for years, and that's one thing about guys, we commit when we enter, we have entered. And that's it.
Is that true?
If you want to be sincere, if you have sincere person like me,
Cause I
let me talk about myself. If I've entered, I've entered.
okay, so
I love the part of sincerity and truthfulness.
Yeah.
It has happened for you, but there must be some when time to based on the aspect of judgment, I might be at fault. There have been so many ones that I've been in a situation that when I was telling my friend, a good friend of mine, and I was at fault. I learned my mistake. But what happened is I was not told how would I put it better like that? Let me say I was not given the full information. Communication wasn't that effective that I didn't know what was going on and I was happy. So it was like a setup for me. I don't know anything about it. So and I was like, okay, I was telling my friend, if such will not happen again, please, any quite mistake that I make, please I beg you, correct me instantly. That you say you'll be piling it up to my cooler is full. I don't know when my cooler will be full.
is it that serious?
Yeah, so I tend to be so subjective when it comes to something that I know my weaknesses, definitely. And I always want to get better at it. But since you know that I don't know, I'm now counting that over and over, like the way our parents used to do now, repetition. They will correct you later like you will like you know me, you say hey, exactly it happens like that. So you have to be transparent, let your friend, your spouse, your person who you are dating, anything you call it, know about some key things that will actually be a guide in the relationship or anything actually driving that.
Thank you, bro, for that. All right, so
Okay,
what's it?
well, so I feel it's very, very important actually, if you be going into a relationship, your partner should know, if not everything actually, if not everything, because it's a lifelong, it's forever. Yeah, so that's the first thing you should know. Like, how will I want to stay with somebody forever and this person does not know these things? And and during the marriage, like during the course of the marriage, then some things are now popping up. Those things will just cause arguments, will cause fight,
The
and
lady said that.
so the thing is, well, from my own side, I feel ladies trying to answer, trying to tackle your question about, of course, guys, there are some guys that are devoted, but I feel ladies get to be more devoted.
Yeah,
So
and that's because of their emotions.
because of their emotions. So in most cases, the issues are usually from the guys. The guys are the ones that are not. Well, I'm not sure. I'm just talking from my own personal feeling about it. So in most of the cases, the guys are the ones that do not really get to open up totally, because ladies like this I'm
It's not a compliment.
It's a back of words.
well, so actually it's very, very important in order to avoid every future argument and fight and all. I heard of a story like that there was this lady that when she was younger, she had abortions and she could not give birth again, and when she got married, she did not tell the husband first year, second year. So after a while, they got to know about it. You to imagine, after like years of looking for children, like, and you are now doing your job, you like, kiniko.
And I said during the lady session, I said, and it's always, secrets like that are always very painful when you hear them from outsiders.
Yeah.
See, before they started the relationship, if he had told the guy, maybe was deeply in love with them and they go ahead from God, they might have settled it, and maybe God will go ahead that okay, they were going to give birth, repent of whatever he has to settle with God and go. Okay, let's assume they were not believers. Let's just assume, but let's bring into that if the story you say now, if that happened within the confines of it, or is it context, whatever, of a believer, if they were believers, I think that if the lady had opened up earlier, they could have found maybe solution to it. If the guy does not want to leave, because some people be like, they can't go. But now hearing it years later, not from her, from outsiders, is always very painful, much more painful.
That's true.
Alright, thank you so much, everyone. Thank you guys. Thank you for watching, and thank you too for staying tuned. Alright, so the next question, I said the next couple of questions were personal, so you guys should gist me. I was talking about situationship the other time. Have you ever been in a situationship, and how did you get out of it? And who put you inside? If you have ever been in one.
Yep, I've been in situationship. Yeah, I've been there. It's a fantastic journey though. Yeah, it's a fantastic journey. But the closure was something benefactor and really not very fast, but something just basic agreement. And when you see love now, that love always catch you, always do you belly full like. And by the time you started coming up, then I was just peeping through the phone, and I just saw the date of birth, and wow, so this person is older than me. Are you serious? Like I was like, am I for you? When I checked the difference, like I first told myself, let's just keep that life now risk, just take it now. But along now I was not thinking that there are some people that actually marry a woman that's very older than them, basically.
Yeah, like in some churches, you have like 10 years older or 10 years younger. That's the range.
From the lady.
Massive.
Yes, both.
Massive. Lady 10 years.
I don't know about that one. I don't know about that one. No.
You've not heard that
That's too
before?
much.
So I know, but
Really?
I've not seen 10 years.
Lady 10 years older than the guy. That's too much.
10 older or 10 years lesser.
But
That's like
see, that one is based on their own situationship. But my own situationship. So I was just like, okay, I will risk it. So I don't know. I started thinking, and I asked, I went to my two mommy. I said, mommy, I have a friend. Though. Mommy, I have a friend. Though. He's dating somebody that is older than him. Mommy said, no. What do you call? Like before I know it,
she reacted that way.
and I was like, so Someone was like, no. She already counted like 3 different experience. You know, I was like, so, and I was like, if I know and we agree, and I take her home, I was like, okay, this parent, they know how they ask questions. Really, our parents, our daddies, so they know how they ask questions. So I was like, and I was asking myself, even when me and Putty something here and she's already 50 years, see, what will people be saying? People like, I asked my friend, like, for me, they were like, but I know the house I'm coming from. Ma, if I hide it now and she's doing 50th birthday and my parents died, they will feel somehow now that and based on the experience. So our own parent too, on our parents' side, our mom said, can you give respect to this guy? You know, guys. So he's on the bit. I was like, yes. Mom said, Mom, why? No parent now. I don't really. When I had that because the long story short, I was like, okay, and I know that one is not really possible. Though it was very nice. The prayer life, everything was like, oh my god. But still, like, just break the heart and break everything like that. Like, God, this can't work. So it was even, it was very, very strong and hard decision. I'll not lie. But we just have to just talk it out and like, well.
Yeah. But the relationship was defined from onset now.
See, when I'll be kind though.
Okay.
The relationship came from prayer. So I
received of the Lord.
So I made a mistake from my side too. I was patient enough for months. So what I received was that should I tell you? Let me tell you this thing. It's my personal. So what I received was something related to growth. She understands. So I got like, this is a partner. I've created out to help you and like hey God, you have created out to help me. Okay, let's see. And after that I was like, okay, I was so patient. I went for different prayer meeting. All the people that have been
Is it what I'm thinking about?
people that I know, I was like, okay, they took their time, they pray like, okay, brother, calm down, your wife is around you. And like, so all these things just keep popping. I was like, keep praying. And we started working together for like a year of active work. You see, it, I was just growing, connection. I don't know. So like, the wife has come. Even anything they come, we will pray. It was just too nice. But when I now find out that I misinterpreted that word, so I have to go back to my God.
That was why I smiled earlier, because I knew that these things happen when you receive something from the Lord and you don't wait to confirm. There was a movie I was seeing. Was it a movie or a podcast? And it was like God said yes, but he did not wait for God to finish that yes. So she thought that the yes was yes, this is your husband, but yes, God was saying something else after it. So there's this tendency of we not coming that when we in our mind we already have like an answer in our mind, in kind of, because like you said, now there were actually emotions in the background because you guys have been like working together. Abby?
Yes. See, I want to counter something that you just said now.
What?
See, if you have been in a situationship, you will know what I'm trying to say. It's not like, see, there's a lot of you waiting. You know that you wait, right? Normally you pray and you wait.